Hello, today I will talk about my idea house. But how can I do it? We'll need to use there is and there are. So, when do we use them? For saying that someone or something is in a particular place, or for saying that someone or something exists or that something happens. For positive sentences, we form them with the pronoun there plus the form is of the verb to be plus a singular or uncountable noun as the subject. For example, cat or orange and the uncountable noun coffee. Negative sentences are formed with there plus is plus not plus an uncountable or singular noun. For example, there is not a playground near my house. There isn't a room to study at home, or there isn't any water. Notice that saying there is the same to say there's, and say there is not is the same to say there isn't, the contracted form. Regarding questions, we change the order of words. For example, is there a restaurant? Or is there any flour in the cupboard? We have two possible answers. Yes, there is, or no, there isn't. In positive sentences with there are, we use plural countable nouns as the subject. For example, birds or places. In negative sentences, we add not. For example, there are no flowers in the garden, or there aren't any tomatoes for the salad. Pay attention to the contracted form or there are not, that is, there aren't. And in questions, we change the order of words. For example, are there any children in the garden? Are there bees near the flowers? There are also two possible answers. Yes, there are, or no, there aren't. Let's see more complex questions. How many with countable nouns? And how much with uncountable nouns? In this case, we answer with the number of biscuits that there are. There are 3 biscuits. But in the case of cheese, we say the quantity. There is a little cheese. So now I can describe my ideal house. There is a small kitchen, there is a dining room, and there is a living room. There are 2 bedrooms and there are 2 bathrooms. And there is a big garden. But what if I want to describe my former ideal house? I have to use the past. So, there is, there was. For example, there is a cat on the roof, there was a cat on the roof. Isn't is wasn't. So there isn't any water is there wasn't any water. And in questions, we say, is there a restaurant in the present? And in the past, for example, was there a restaurant? Now I can describe my ideal house in the past. There was a small kitchen, there was a dining room, and there was a living room. There were 2 bedrooms and there were 2 bathrooms. And there was a big garden. What if I want to talk about my future ideal house? I have to use will. For example, there is and there are, there will be. There is a cat on the roof, there will be a cat on the roof. For example. And for negative sentences, there isn't are, in the future there won't be. For example, there isn't any water, there won't be any water. So I can describe it now. There will be a swimming pool in the garden, there will be a kitchen, and there will be a huge living room. There will be 2 bathrooms and there will be 3 bedrooms. Hope you like it. Goodbye!